What is going on, guys? We are having an exclusive ever special episode, I guess you could say. We ventured out about an hour at least, and we are at Rogers Flea Market out in Ohio. So I wandered off because I'm a speed demon. I'm just kind of pumped, you know, first time I've ever been here. And so I'm excited to see what this place has to offer as far as video games. Got a backpack and all this hat stuff ready, so I'm pretty prepared for this stuff. Hopefully I didn't get beat up by the resellers already. That would be unfortunate. But yeah, I gotta probably wait for the rest of my party before they get angry at me. But yeah, this place is freaking big. Like, oh my god, there's just some parking over there. That's just the east parking lot all the way over there. So many cars, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna start taking a gander. Jeez. Well, Guitar Hero, that's the first thing video game I've seen. Miracle, Daniel. It's over here.
Hey, bye.
How much you looking for on the video game?
$1.
Buck, got it. That is a big ice cream.
Jim Ackles closed about Thursday. You know Jim? Oh man, I smashed that
Just got this.
thing. Yours ain't beat up like mine, but it's beat up.
I'll get Jeopardy. Excuse me, guys. Thank you. Could you guys do a bundle deal on these?
Do what?
A bundle deal on these at all?
What are you thinking? 6, 7, 8, 9 to $10.
Do you do 7?
8.
7.
Alright.
How much you looking for on your games?
$3 for most of the games.
$3. Okay.
Any Wii's are $5.
What about anything older?
Like any football or baseball, $2.
$2. Okay. How about that Nintendo game? $2. Okay. Alright, so I worked out a deal with him. Took out like a couple, like maybe 4 games. I'm getting the other games for 20. Got some pretty good stuff I need for the collection. A couple duplicates though, stuff that will definitely, you know, be of interest to people, hopefully, so.
Tomorrow we got the Allen Parade, and you know there's going to be
Excuse me, what's the lowest you can do on this game?
12.
Could you do 10? That's all I have. Okay, so after a semi-depressing lunch and losing most of my phone's battery, I actually did find some pretty good stuff off camera. Got a couple pretty good lots as far as some consoles and such, but nothing like major, you know. But yeah, you'll see those in the pickups, but it's pretty good so far. There's not gonna be that much footage after this because my phone's on like 10% or something, and I'm still filming my stuff on my phone, as I probably should invest in a camera, but that's money I feel like putting towards right now. So, yeah, this might be the last footage, but nonetheless, it's been pretty good so far. It's about like 1:30, so hopefully there's still some stuff left over. There's a lot of parts of this place that have kind of been untouched, you know, by me and probably by a lot of other people, so probably still a bit of glimmer of opportunity, you know, because we're going to be here for the probably until, oh, my bad. Probably going to be here till like early evening, so, yeah. Goodwill knows what's up. I got a Game Gear in here, it looks like. I'm not sure where the console is. I don't see it now. I see the power back. It's unfortunate the console's not here. What are we getting? We're getting... What Sonic game is this here? I know to open stuff. Sonic Drift. I've never heard of that title. Blackjack out of this. Judge Dredd. Batman. Hey. Power Rangers. Taz. Urban Strike. Hey, Star Trek. That's cool. Sonic Spinball. And what is that? Can't even tell. Oh, True Lies. Never heard of that. I think I might get this.
Okay, I can hold it up here if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
Half off since it's red.
Okay, let me just put the stuff back in. It's unfortunate you guys don't have the console for this.
It's just how people donate it. Incomplete.
Alright, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Teeohh here, and I am back with the pickups. Now, as you saw during the footage, we're going to be focusing on the pickups from the Rogers Flea Market in Rogers, Ohio. You know, works out, I guess, obviously. But this was the first time I ever went there. I went there on July 3rd, and this was easily the best, worst experience I've ever had at a flea market. And I'll get to why after I'm done showcasing the pickups. It actually works good because it's chronological order. But this, overall, for the first time I was there, I mean, I didn't know the atmosphere or anything there, which comes into play. But this was a pretty good, I guess, first time there. So, I mean, there was a couple things that I was surprised to see. Like, there were old lady resellers. Like, women in their 70s, possibly 80s, reselling old games. Like, Box 64 games and such, which I was dumbfounded to see. Absolutely dumbfounded. But yeah, that flea market really was the best, worst experience. And I'll get to that, obviously, later. And also, you know, along with Rogers pickups, I'm going to be showcasing some of the other things that I got throughout the first half of the month of July. Because a lot of the stuff I do not even remember buying, so yeah. I mean, some of it I do, but most of it I have no recollection or remembrance of getting any of it. Because I think some of it I got for free, but regardless, we're just going to get that over with. Because this should not take that long if I can fly through it. So we're going to try to do that, but not too fast. So anyways, when I first got there, it was about like 8 or 9 o'clock. I can't remember exactly when we got there, but this is the first thing that I saw. It was like after maybe walking there for like a couple minutes, first couple vendors I started actually looking at. And I had a good feeling about this day once I got this. They wanted $1 for this, so I'm like, I'm going to take it. And that is for the NES. We got Roger Clemens MVP Baseball. So, I mean, I know it's not much, but still, an NES game, you know, as your first thing, you know, for $1, I mean, it gets you off to a good start, I feel. And we basically went up to that, literally. $2 at another vendor, whatever. I ended up picking up Jeopardy on the 360. It is complete and in good shape. This game is really hard. I mean, it's not like Wheel of Fortune, where it's basically just, you know, Wheel of Fortune. This, like, there's actually questions and stuff that I don't even know. I mean, that's what Jeopardy's all about, but it's almost over the top on this game. But still, pretty cool to get that for $2. I think I actually have all the game show games that were on the 360. Just like the ones that were from 2012 at least. This is like 2012. But anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent I don't need to get onto. So the next thing that I did was get a bundle deal at like a reseller place. I think it was like a reseller place, but whatever. I got $7 for all 3 of these, and I think it was a pretty fair deal. So first off, we got again Jeopardy, but on the Genesis, complete in the paper box. So cool to have that. Then we got Major League Baseball 2K6. I was fumbling over that for some dumb reason. And then we got Monopoly Party. So pretty cool to have. I think at the time I remember I thought Monopoly Party was worth a lot more, so that's why I was like, oh my god, they only wanted like $6 or $5, whatever for it. So I'm like, I'm gonna go after that. But $7, still around. It's a pretty good deal, I'd say. And next off, I think I remember wandering around for a little bit. This is like I was holding on to this stuff for a while, and then I found one guy on the complete opposite side as I was wandering and exploring. I think during this time I found one of the main video game resellers, like the guy who has the dedicated tents and such, and he wanted basically eBay price, probably even a bit higher, but didn't buy anything from there, obviously. I ended up finding one guy, he had like a bin full of games, a couple bins, I think he said he was also a reseller. I think he told me he sold this stuff for like $5 a piece, but we ended up cutting a deal on 7 GameCube games. Actually, most of these are actually EA titles. That's actually ridiculous. I didn't even realize that. Wow. Anyways, back when EA was decent. So, $20 for all 7 of these games, and this first one's actually a $15 game last time I checked. We got NBA Street Volume 3. The NBA Street games they're fun. If you can pick any of them up for a good price, like Volume 2 and Volume 3. Volume 2 is personally my favorite, but it's better because you got Mario, Luigi, and Peach to play with. But definitely pick them up. They're a lot of fun. And I was actually really stoked to have this because I actually believe now I have this for every console it came out on. And that would be Need for Speed Most Wanted. I love this game, so that's why. And plus, complete collection. And most of these are actually extras, but I couldn't pass them up for this deal. We have From Russia with Love, 007, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. They're all complete, by the way, in good shape. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. This is definitely an extra. This is not. We got Shrek Super Slam. And All-Star Baseball 2004 with Derek Jeter. So, not bad for $20, I'd say. Especially one of them's a $15 game. So, you're basically paying for that. And, I don't know, less than $1 a piece for the rest. So, not bad. Definitely not bad. And I was actually surprised to see this at the flea market. It was some random woman. I think I walked past this a couple times, but I walked past it once, thought about it, and then came back and negotiated a deal. She wanted $15 for this initially, but I talked it down to $11. And for the Wii U, I ended up getting a kind of sun-faded copy, but still cool, a copy of Funky Barn. Apparently, this was a title released around launch, I want to say, or a little after that. I've played it. It's not a good game. It's basically just shovelware. It's almost kind of like a Farmville kind of game. I've never played Farmville, so I really can't, confirm that. But it seems like that would be what it is. But I remember I asked her why she was just selling this, and she's like, "Oh, well, my kids broke the game pad. It's not worth the time to fix, so just gonna sell the games." So I was like, "All right." I think she had a couple of other stuff. I think she had N64 games as well for some dumb price, and thing as well as like Xbox 360 games. But $11 for a Wii U game is definitely a solid price, I'd say, at a flea market, despite it even being a crap game. Still, it's a fair price, I say. But later on, this was mostly just me because I ended up splitting up very early on, just wandering off by myself around this flea market, which ended up, you'll see, but. By myself, I'm just wandering around, and then eventually I wandered back to where I was in the beginning, because this place is weird. I was initially over in this side, but then I wandered over here, and then I wandered back, so basically I'm wandering back, getting what I missed. And there's also a whole other section, there's this over here, there's a split, and then there's more stuff, over here, I guess, closer towards the viewer. I don't know how I can really describe that effectively, but anyways, I ended up hitting that later in the morning, but for $5, I got both of these, so 2 for $5, not bad. These are actually my first Master System games. They're nothing major, but still my first Master System game, so I'm stoked to have these. We got Great Golf and Black Belt, and these cases are absolute trash. They really are. They're breaking, falling apart, the labels. This is not only Not the only problems, but I'm not going to show you. You can actually see here, it's like ripped off there. Yeah, that goes into the case. So, regardless, still 2 for $5 for Master System games I didn't have. So, stoked to have that. Really stoked to have that. And then now we're going to start to get into some pretty cool deals. Or, I guess pretty cheap. Yeah, actually pretty cool deals. Yeah. So, I ended up going to that part of the flea market over on this side. Closer to you guys, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. And I ended up getting these from $1 a piece, which is really cool. So, let's get down the line here. We got Cool Borders 4. We got, that's sticky. We got Spec Ops Airborne Command. A game called 1. And let me tell you, this manual is solid as a rock. I ended up taking that earlier today just to, see if there's anything I can do to recover it. Because it's definitely sun faded and definitely water damaged. It's like crusty. Like, it's firm. When you push down, it doesn't even like bend like a normal manual. It's solid. It's disgusting. I don't even know what happened in this game, nor do I want to. But for $1, whatever. And then lastly, for the PSP, we have Gun Day. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but no, cool to see a PSP game. I was gonna say PS2, but cool to see that there. And then this was $10 in total. But let's get right down the line here. We have Star Gladiator Episode 1 Final Crusade. Never heard of this, but I believe it's like a $15 game from when I looked it up. We got Cool Borders 2. Case and manual only for Road Rash 3D. And then we got Shrag Tactical Rescue Assault Group Mission of Mercy. And also, I mean, that's probably wouldn't be the greatest deal, but it makes it better because I got a Game Gear. Yeah, I got a Game Gear as far as this, which I was stoked to get this for $10. And it came with Streets of Rage 2, which I don't remember the price of this title, but still, it's a decent game to come with for your first Game Gear. Until eventually we got batteries at the flea market, which are really bad batteries. They're god awful. But I tested it out in the car ride home, and if you can see that, yeah, I got a broken screen on this. So, yeah, if anyone local knows how to fix these, please let me know. I definitely want to get this thing fixed because I want to actually use this Game Gear. Because why not? I actually ended up getting a bunch of games, and you'll see that later on in the rest of July pickups. But yeah, I want to actually use this thing and not have it be that and whatnot. So yeah, if you're local and you know how to do this, please let me know. We'll figure out something. I just want to play this thing, damn it. But we're not even done with the consoles. We're not even done. After because oh sure, you obviously know those are cartridge games. But anyways, it was like weird because I walked around here. The Game Gear guy was on the corner here, and so I started walking back. And when you're walking back on my right, there's a guy, just looking through. He has boxes of stuff on the floor, and I ended up finding this in the box. There were a couple games on the counter or one of the tables, and then the console was in the box. So I'm like, all right, what do you want for all this stuff combined? He said $5. Yeah, an N64 for $5 with a couple games. Unfortunately, this poor controller 1 port got destroyed somehow. I don't know how. It doesn't come with a expansion pack. It's just a jumper pack. But still, it's definitely a bit out of shape. But we already cleaned it up. This is the best we can get it. We'd probably clean it up a bit more if we wanted to. But still, for like whatever price that divvies up to, I don't know, for a console, that's pretty freaking cool. Came with the power supply, but I have no idea where it is. It's been a while. But came with 3 games, which are in pretty rough shape, but still cool to have. We got Madden 99, a really faded copy of, faded and bad copy of NBA Hang Time, and a sticker destroyed and dirt-filled copy of Supercross 2000. Couldn't figure out how to read the title for some dumb reason, but yeah, $5 for that, which I was definitely not gonna say no. Why would you? I believe the console works. I actually didn't get around to testing it, so whoopsies. But I want to say also, yeah, also before this, because this was all before we ate lunch. I regrouped with them, we ate lunch. But I ended up getting some cases for a quarter a piece, so definitely comes in handy. Got a case for BO2, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, Summit Strike 2, whatever that is, COD 2, and NBA 2K12. So, you know, for a quarter a piece, why not? And then I want to say this was still this was still before lunch. Yes, somewhere along the way, I ended up picking up a couple manuals. I think this was actually before I got the N64 actually, for 50 cents a piece, so 2 for a buck there. For the NES here, we got Spy Hunter and Deadly Towers. So cool to have these. Still don't know what I'm doing with them yet, so that'll happen eventually. And after lunch, I want to say this is after lunch. It was inside. There's a couple actually inside a vendor. I didn't even realize that it was like an older Asian couple. They ran like an indoor vendor booth, I guess, and they had like media and such. I think DVDs were on the wall, and they had some games in like a glass case. So I ended up getting this for $1. You know, needed it for the collection. Nothing major. But yeah, FIFA 06 soccer. FIFA soccer 06, whatever. So complete in decent shape. So what more do you need to know here? And this is when shit basically hits the fan, for lack of better words. I'm back over where, you know, I used to be in the beginning, and I'm seeing if I missed anything, and I did. So there was a Game Boy, Game Boy, and a couple games. The guy wanted $8 for it. I am talking about a 5, so I paid for it. Let me show this stuff off, because this is where, like I said, shit hits the fan. But I got a Game Boy. Came with a little 3 game case. Here's the Game Boy. Here, it actually has a bunch of stickers on it, because this had the, what you want to call it, the, I guess the battery rechargeable pack thing. I don't know where that is in here. But, yeah, that was cool to have, I guess. I'll figure it out. I'll find a battery back, too. But we also got the Fairly Odd Parents on Game Boy Advance Video, which is probably really bad quality, but still cool. And then, the best game of all time, American Idol. So $5 for that really wasn't that bad in itself. But what's bad is, now I don't remember exactly how everything played out. I don't remember the exact situation. It all happened just without me even thinking, without even me realizing it. So I was holding this in such a weird way, because I had like the case in my hand, and then I had the games, whatever. Somehow here I'm fumbling through my wallet to grab the money to pay him. And I still have the Game Boy, like, and the game's out, so I'm, like, holding it. I don't know how I'm holding it something like this, I think. Yeah, because I had to grab the money. So, hold it like this. I pay the man. Apparently, I put my wallet down, or in my I don't remember where I put my wallet, but I want to say it was either in front of me or in my pocket. And I think I was on my hoodie at the time, so probably either hoodie pocket or on the ground. And so, I'm putting the game, I pay him, I'm putting the Game Boy and such back in the bag. I grab my stuff, whatever, and I head out. Said thank you, you know, whatever, thank you again, and I leave. I walk maybe about 100, 200 some feet away, maybe a bit further, I don't know, from the place, and it hits me. I'm like, where's my wallet? I'm patting myself. I'm like, where in the hell is my wallet? At this point in time, I'm freaking out. Because, and I might talk about this in another video, but I have issues with anxiety, so I'm there freaking out. I'm like, I think anyone would too, but like it was, I guess, worse for me, but I was not having it. Like, other vendors were looking at me, because I was actually looking at a couple other vendors before it hit me. And then I talked to them, like, have you seen this wallet, my Penguins wallet, because I don't know if you saw in the footage before, but like I had like a Penguins wallet from the 90s with the old, what's dubbed a pigeon logo, I guess. That's personally my favorite logo. I don't know why, it's just something about it. But, so that wallet was significant to me because it was my first wallet, and I actually bought it with my own money back, years back, way back when. I was with a couple of my friends at a, what is it? I guess like a City Days thing, I guess, like, a street fair, it's a street fair. There we go. But, yeah. So, I guess it had a little significance to that. It had significance. It was significant to me. There we go. But, I don't know. I ended up losing it along the way. I'm not sure if I left it there and it was stolen, or if I did put it in my pocket and I was pickpocketed. I don't know. But the fact that no one told me, I don't know if someone, either the vendor I bought this Game Boy at either took the wallet, or a guy who was looking at his stuff took the wallet. I don't know how it played out. That's the only thing that I'm thinking. It could have been one of those possibilities. But just a simple fact of no one mentioned saying, hey, kid, you dropped your wallet. Or is this yours? Or nothing. They just took it. Just took it. I had, what, $50 in there? And I think $60 in Goodwill gift cards at the time. So, yeah, that was really fun to lose. Really fun to lose. After that, I was just done. I'm like, nope, my day is ruined. Just get me out of here. So eventually we ended up leaving, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least I can test out the Game Gear. And yeah, I realized the screen, yeah. So it ended up becoming a good day, or it was a good day in the beginning, and then it just had a big drop off. We ended up reporting it to them, and they really couldn't do much, so whatever. I'm not sure if I'm going to go back after that. Personally, I might go back later. I don't know, maybe with another person, probably with Leia next to me, because I don't know, at the time I just felt like really adamant. Excuse me. About just going off on my own, and just, I don't know. Probably dumb of me, but then again, I don't think it was my fault, because it might have been my fault. I don't know. I don't remember how exactly it panned out. It all happened too fast, but just one bad experience, and I was done. So yeah, that was it for Rogers. Like, besides me having my wallet stolen, pickpocketed, whatever, it was a pretty good day for my first time and possibly only time there. So yeah, let's get to the pickups from the rest of July, shall we? Alright, so for the most part, I have, like I said, I have very little recollection of when I got most of these things. But, yeah, I got them, so let's just run through them. But first off, I remember some of these things, but first off here, I ended up getting a couple more freebies from Carly. You might remember from episode 4, she gave me some old Nintendo stuff, and in another episode she gave me more stuff. But, again, thank you to her for this. She gave me for the PS2, Shrek Super Slam, which I actually got for the GameCube, so cool. And case and manual for Rough Trigger, the Vancor Conspiracy. I've never heard of this franchise before, series, whatever, but it was still cool to have regardless. So thank you to her for that. And on the 5th, 2 days after from Rogers, actually also before I figured I should mention this, I ended up getting paid back the money, because it wasn't my fault for being stolen, and both my parents were like, I felt bad, so they paid me my money back, because they knew it wasn't my fault, whatever, so got the money, got the $110 back it all equated to, so nice, very nice of them to do that. But went to Goodwill, and I got actually lucky as far as Game Gear, so let me get to it. But first off, I just, as a whatever, I picked it up, because why not? We got the worst of American Idol seasons 1 through 4. This just seems like something that'd be really good thing just to watch when you're bored and want to laugh. So yeah. Anyways, this was half off because it was on I think it was like the first. It was on Sunday, so this was the first day. This was half off. It was originally $25, but I ended up paying $12.50 for this, and it was very, very. It's like just almost too convenient. And I don't think it was even one. I don't even think it was a coincidence, to be completely honest. It was just meant to be. So, anyways, we got Game Gear games here. Game Gear games in a case, yes. First off, we're just going down the line here. We got Urban Strike, which is the most expensive out of this lot. I would say it's like $15-20 rarer title. So cool to have. We got Batman Forever, Taz and Escape from Mars. We got Poker Face Pulse Blackjack. We got Star Trek The Next Generation. A very bad label copy of Sonic Spinball. Then we got Judge Dredd. Next we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie. We got True Lies with click Schwarzenegger. There we go. And then we got Sonic Drift 2. Pretty cool. And then we have the charging kit thing for the Game Gear, but I can't do that because I don't have a power supply for it, and it doesn't work. so this is really useless. And it came in this high frequency carrying case. It literally says high frequency on it. I don't know why. We're leaking, but still, this was really cool to get. Really cool. And especially for $12.50. Oh, that was probably not my best option, but they're fine. But considering one of those games like a $15, $20 game and everything was $12.50, I'm not gonna say no. Definitely not. So on that same day, I went on a little Game Gear kick. Went down to the exchange also that same day, and I ended up getting a Putt and Putter and the Majors Pro Baseball. So $1 titles I paid. So $2 for both of those. They're dollar titles. They'll survive. And then I also went to the GameStop up the road because, you know, why not? I was like looking at the clearance stuff, so I did, and I got lucky, I guess. I don't know, or at least I found stuff. And for the Wii here, we got Alien Syndrome. These weekends are disc only, by the way. That was $1. We got Mercury Meltdown Revolution for $1. Some of these games I just picked up just because why not? For $1, we got Sega Superstar Tennis. Again for $1, Monster 4x4 World Circuit. And for $2, we got Knight's Journey of Dreams. Considering that I don't have the Saturn version, this is better than nothing. Which I'm still looking to get. So, yeah, I want that game. It looks so like a great game. Very good game. And so as far as 360 titles go, because I have a couple here, I ended up getting just the case and manual for Hannah Montana the movie. I actually wanted to play this just as like a video, just because it's Hannah Montana the movie, but they didn't have the disc on file, so, or they didn't have the disc in general, so I just ended up getting the case from them. So yeah, if you have the disc for this for whatever god awful reason, let me know, I guess. For $2, we got Pocket Bike Racer. Wasn't sure if I had it or not, so. And for $1, I ended up getting Tiger Woods PGA Tour 06, so why not? That was my GameStop festivities. So, next up here. This was weird. It was a random Sunday. I don't remember when it was. But it was not the same day as this. I don't remember it being the same day as this. But there was a random garage sale at like 4 in the afternoon on a Sunday. I don't know why. But it was like a couple minutes away from us. We were driving to go somewhere, and I'm like, hey, wait, there's a garage sale. Let's stop there. So we stopped there. I ended up getting 4 360 games for $7. It's just my luck. I can go to any place and find video games. Literally, it's ridiculous. So yeah, 4 for $7 here. And every game's complete except for this one I'm holding. And we get, first off here, we got UFC 09 Undisputed. We got Split Second. The special edition of Dead Island. And lastly, we got Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. 4 for $7 on 360 titles. Definitely gonna do that. Duh. Under $2 for a 360 game? Yes. Yes, please. Let's go to these. This was stuff that I got down at Ninja Electronics. I have honestly not shopped there that much recently. It's been months. The place hasn't replenished any stock because they haven't gotten anything in, so yeah, I've just been avoiding that place for a little bit just because not finding anything. But sometime, whatever, I did find some stuff, again, for the Game Gear. So $2 a piece in these Game Gear games here. We have Hook, a 5-in-1 cart, Fantasy Zone, Alien 3, and, what is that? Shotgun. I don't know if how that's pronounced, whatever. And for $1 a piece, we got Madden 06 and NCAA Football 08. So, you know, not bad pickups, I'd say. Well, $1 games. Definitely going for $1 games. Why not? And, like I said, on a Game Gear kick this month, apparently. So, I don't remember even getting half of this stuff, but whatever. This was from Amvets, I know. So, I've hit $1.50 for this since I sold the receipts. Thank God. $1.50, we got John Madden Football 93. So, yeah, completed everything, so cool. And also, this was $1. We got The Sims 3, the high-end loft stuff. This is a expansion pack, you know. I always try to pick these things up because The Sims 3 is a fun game, so why not have the expansions? Apparently, I paid $1 for this also at what is this? GameStop. It was a Kinect game. We got Winter Stars. You know, why not? It's $1. Apparently, at a Goodwill, I picked this up too. Need for Speed Underground. This is like my 5th copy of this damn game for $2. I guess I just didn't want anyone else to have it, so there we go. Go me. And lastly, well, actually not lastly, I was down at the, God, I don't even remember what the thrift store was called. Whatever. It's down in Sharpsburg. I'll remember the name, I guess, the day. I got the PC games, or the box PC games, if you remember that. I don't know, they had 10-cent PC games, or whatever. 10-cent CDs, DVDs, whatever. And I'm getting this up for the PC. We got Shadow Warrior. Yeah, just Shadow Warrior on the PC. 10 cents, you know, so why not? Someone will need it, I guess, or want it. And this is pickups that I got on the way and into Connecticut. We were up there for something as far as my aunt. So we ended up stopping at a GameStop on the way. So this was somewhere over in northeastern Pennsylvania, like definitely northeast Pennsylvania. A bit past Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. So for $1, I got Sega Bass Fishing on the Wii. You know, why not? And then lastly, this is where I actually originally got my Genesis my first Genesis when I was up in Connecticut a couple years ago. I got it. And the same place I ended up picking up for $2. NFL 2K1 on the Dreamcast, you know, why not? And also, simple because, you know, I never saw this game before, and plus, why not? For $5 on 360, I got Rockstar Table Tennis. So, you know, I know it's about worth what this is. It's worth about $5, but still, you know, why not pick it up? So, that's it for the pickups from me. Hopefully this wasn't too long. It's probably going to be a bit long, so I'm sorry about that. I'll trim it up. But anyways, that is about it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a thumbs up, comment down below, whatever. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And yeah, that's about it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll talk to you guys next time.